What's up, guys? For today's video, I'm gonna explain, just overall talk about the situation surrounding Juice WRLD's third posthumous album, The Party Never Ends. I know this is one I normally post in terms of content, but I've really only seen videos talking about individual updates surrounding the album, not really a whole video explaining the timeline of what has all gone down in the past few years. Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna talk about three major key points. First being the overall history of The Party Never Ends. Second, and what I believe is most important, is I'll be comparing the points of view between both the Calm and Bibby and Grade A. Third point I'll be covering will be expectations, predictions, and current status of the album. So without further ado, let's get started. Addictions remind me of the summer. Quick disclaimer, I am reading off a script. I did write the script, but I am reading from a script, so if I sound or look like a robot, that's why. The Party Never Ends was originally teased on the release of Travis Scott's album, Wrld. On this album, Juice is featured on the song No Bystanders, where the very first line of the song is, "The party never ends, in a motel land with my sands." Yeah. This teaser did not immediately catch a bunch of attention until the release of Juice's first posthumous album, Legend Never Die, which came out in the summer of 2020. The outro of the album was an audio from Instagram Live Juice done on the beach called Juice WRLD Speaks from Heaven. At the end of this track, a voice that I don't think is Juice's says this: "I love all y'all to death. No. Forever. The party never ends." This teaser being the second time the label or Juice mentioning The Party Never Ends raised some question in the Calm, especially after Bibby said The Legend Never Die was not the final album. The Party Never Ends was officially announced on July 8th, 2021 when Grade A posted a trailer for the album on Juice's YouTube. When it was announced, someone on Juice's team, I'm assuming either Max, Pete, or Bibby, said there were to be 3 EPs to make up his last posthumous album. 1 EP for sad songs, 1 for hype songs, and another for love songs. They plan on doing this in an attempt to showcase the diversity of Juice's music. As it is probably obvious by now, the album did not drop following the trailer. In fall of 2021, Bibby started getting vocal about the ongoing problem with leakers or hackers leaking unreleased Juice songs. He then postponed the album because of this, most likely in an attempt to stop the leakers, which, obviously, considering how many leaked songs there are, did not work. On December 3rd, 2021, a trailer for Juice's documentary, Into the Abyss, was released by HBO Max and was set to come out on December 16th. The label decided to release a different album as a track list for the documentary, titled Fighting Demons. Fighting Demons was set to release on December 9th at Juice WRLD Day in Chicago. For those who don't know, Juice WRLD Day is basically where a bunch of artists and fans get together to honor Juice's legacy. On December 10th, the album was officially released to all streaming platforms. The album overall did okay, but nowhere close to Legend Never Die. In my opinion, it's by far Juice's worst album. Since Fighting Demons was released in late of 2021, we've only had 4 singles, being The Light, Bye Bye, In My Head, and Face to Face, as well as 2 additions to the Goodbye and Good Riddance for the album's 5th anniversary. And my personal opinion, which I won't talk about too much in this video, is that they honestly should not have added No Good or Glowed Up to The Party Never Ends. First off, this was his first studio album, which, considering it's the 5th anniversary, came out 5 years ago. There is no reason to be adding songs, which, for one, the songs they added no one asked for, and 2, the songs that they added were not even from the era that the rest of the album was recorded in. So these albums are completely irrelevant to Goodbye and Good Riddance as a whole. I honestly don't dislike either one of the songs, but I think it would have been better to release one or both of these singles leading up to The Party Never Ends. After Fighting Demons release, fans were still waiting on the highly anticipated The Party Never Ends. That was up until late April of 2022. This is when Bibby replied to a fan asking about where the album was, and Bibby said, I quote, "These leaks are getting out of hand. I hope all the fans are happy. The Party Never Ends might be canceled if all this shit leaks." On this time is when the Calm, me included, started to get really fed up with Bibby's bullshit. Everyone had been patiently waiting for The Party Never Ends for 6 months when they dropped, respectfully, the shit can that is Fighting Demons. Coming back to summer of 2022, and everyone in the Calm is rightfully confused and pissed off because everyone knows that Bibby and the team have apparently 3,000 songs in the vault and are refusing to drop the album just because they are getting hacked. Which brings me to today, which at the time of filming is late May of 2023. Almost 2 years since the original trailer dropped, and we still have nothing. After what I think was a bunch of convincing for people like Max, Pete, Bibby changed his mind and has agreed to release the album, which now means all we can do is wait. Addictions remind me of the summer mind. Anyway, as part of the community, I would try to be as non-biased as possible and be open-minded to both Bibby and Grade A and the Juice Calm. Firstly, I would take and explain the side of the community. Overall, I think everyone is just confused about what the fuck is going on at this point. We have all been promised things that have not been delivered or had something else released in place of what was supposed to be. Com is also just disappointed about the posthumous releases as a whole. Grade A dropped one of the best posthumous albums ever, Legend Never Die. And then again, the absolute shit can that is fucking They then told us that The Party Never Ends was coming, and considering how good Legend Never Die was, everyone's expectations were extremely high. And then we got Fighting Demons. Yeah, guys, we got Fighting Demons. Now, I do understand that Fighting Demons was for the documentary, but as a pretty unanimous disappointment as an album, the hype for The Party Never Ends and Juice songs in general went down quite significantly, both in the general public and in the comm. Everyone in the comm wants Juice's music to do well, and when the original trailer was released, even people who were not diehard Juice fans were hyped for the album's release. Overall, I feel like the comm is tired of being let down and lied to. We've been promised things that have not been delivered, or again, been given songs that no one particularly wanted, which is especially annoying considering the label knows what songs the comm wants. Now, taking the side of Bibby, I just want to say I do not agree with every decision that Bibby has made, but in his defense, he has admitted and somewhat apologized for the dumb shit that he's done in the past, so I just want to put that out there before I talk shit about him. Again, defending Bibby. Bibby is a big contributor on when, if, and what gets dropped. However, he is not the only person who is to blame for the current situations of not knowing where the fuck shit is. So for a majority of the counter argument I'll be making against the comms will just be regarding the team and control of his music as a whole, not just particularly Bibby. The biggest reason for lack of music from what I can tell is the leakers. I do listen to unreleased songs, but the people that do the hacking and are profiting off of Juice's music from group buys, I obviously do not agree with that or support. I understand where the team is coming from for not wanting to release an album with all songs the comm has already heard. Kind of going back against the label for a second, but to be honest, a lot of people who listen to Juice's music are not in the comm and do not listen to leaks. So again, when Bibby canceled the album back in April of 2022, let's say that Bibby had put together an entire track list for the album, and the album was basically done back in April of 2022. And then a lot of those songs got leaked from what he originally had on the track list. I understand being upset and wanting to say forget about it and walk away. But again, like I said before, so many people do not listen to leaks. And second, Juice has, and Bibby confirmed this, so many fucking songs in the vault. There should be nothing stopping him from just taking some of the leaked songs off and putting some unheard songs on. Addictions remind me of the summer mind. Even despite the roller coaster of information put out by the label these last few years, the expectations and anticipation is still very high in the comm, even though that may not be the case to the general public. I do believe if they release this album this summer, do proper advertising, and add songs that actually resemble the title of the album, I have no doubt the album will do well. As of recently, according to Pete, the album cover is done, and the album is 95% done. Pete actually called out Bibby, telling him to turn the album recently on Instagram. In terms of songs, I and majority of the comm would like to see on the album. A few would have to be Rental, KTM Drip, Good Times, and Victorious, just to name a few. As everyone is in agreement, this should be an album Juice would have wanted to put out, as well as the label saying it would have been a dream album, meaning there would be a lot of features who Juice was most fond of. People like Cudi, people like, I've heard Uzi's on there, I've heard there's another Thug feature on there, people that Juice really wanted to work with when he was alive. As the album keeps saying, they want Juice's last album to be something for people to remember him. They want the album to feel like a party. But as of now, after 2 fucking years, we are still waiting. Hashtag the party never starts. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a great day. Hopefully we get the party never ends in summer. Sorry, probably long video, so be smart in life. Do good things. Peace out, y'all.
Call a Uber for that bitch, she gotta go. Do the dash, do it life, I'm on go. If he up, stick it tuck, I'm on gun mode. My closet like a motherfucking gun show.